connections to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First down gets him a couple up to the 27. Second down and 8.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
To throw is Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. They showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169.
Touchdown! O.J. Howard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the... And he's taken down! Back at his own 7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Flushed out right. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's able to get it out of there. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. Finding room to the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Fields. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. Throwing again is Fields. This one caught by Isabella. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A set. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields rolling to his right. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Kamara trying the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Brady's throw there complete. Room here to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And the Saints, first down.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Brady going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Howard. Touchdown, Saints. O.J. Howard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way. Now
after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Fields now to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Fields. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, DeVonta Smith. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Atlanta.
Play action. It's Fields. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Again, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Brady's throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. And this time, the rush got to him in a hurry. 3rd and long. It's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, That's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. They'll get this out to Kamara. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And the Falcon first down.
Now a first down throw. Fields. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Harris. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Andy Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds just 3 yards shy of the end zone.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Throwing after the interception. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons claw one back. Prater for the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's Brady to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Brady. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Taylor. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 1st down, Fields. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. A beautiful spin and room to run. Touchdown, New Orleans. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are pouring it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there taken in by Smith. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
2nd and 5.
The 27-yard line.
Now Brady. Escapes the sack. Incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Throwing now is Brady. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Second down and goal. Brady. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got some space here. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes would you resort.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Devontae Harris. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
The 46-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Brady going to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on another. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. On the check down, he finds Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Saints.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
84, Falcons 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. On play action, Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Fields on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Fields again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, here's Fields. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Fields now to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Fields throw complete here to Waller. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point good by Prater as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being